Hi, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishment. Yay! Welcome back. Anyway, today we are going to talk about envelopes. I got inspiration from a couple of different artists. One of them was Natasha from Treasure Books, and I'm going to link her video below. And the other one is Cori Dahmen with Creating with Scraps. A lot of the things that I'm going to be doing, she already did. She did in her video, but I wanted to, I changed it up just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to talk about envelopes today and the different kinds that you can make. First of all, you can make them out of a, I'll try to keep this in frame, out of a punch board. And I do have my punch board right here. I have the Memory Keepers, I think it's called, envelope. We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. And I believe that we have used this a few times in my videos. One thing, they make really cute, makes really cute little envelopes, and they're very, very quick. One of the things that I really like about this is, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but right here, like for instance, it'll tell you the size of the paper, the size of the envelope, and there's also, it will also tell you the size of the card that goes in it. I guess this first one is the card size and the envelope, and then where you score. So you can, this is great if you want to make, if you want to make a set of greeting cards or a set of little envelope, little cards, like a little set. So you could make the envelopes and you can make the little cards that go inside. So this is it's a great tool if that's something that you want to get. I think I have demonstrated this before, so I don't think, maybe I will. Here's a sample. It is a little envelope and it has the little card that goes in it. So what you would need to do, this is a 6x6 paper, and it is going to, see, if I want to do a 6x6 paper, that's going to be a 3x4 card. So I take my little, I'll just use the big one because it's right here and I can get to it. So I would just take this and I would make it 4x3. Okay, so this card, and I always like to round the edges just so, because I think that looks nice, and you can ink it or whatever. So you get your envelope punch board, and 6x6 right here, it says 6x6 paper right there, and 6x6 paper too, and excuse me for getting I'm blind. So a 6x6 paper says you score it at 2 5/8. So I go over here and I look over here for 2 5/8. Let's see, which is going to be right here. And then I punch it. I'm gonna get my little score thingy. Punch it. And then right here, there's a little guide. So you would just score it right there. Then you take it and you turn it. See where the little score line is? You turn it and you put this little pointy thing right where that score line is. And you punch it again. And then you, score it again. I'm using cardstock, so it might be a little difficult. And then you're doing it counterclockwise again, and you punch it and score it, and then around the back. You kind of want to make sure that that little corner is matched up with the line. And you get all these little punchy things, and you take this and put it away. So then you have this. So you take your edges, you fold it in, take this one, and then what you can do is, since this is cardstock, I probably will just, you take this, you can probably just do this. I'll take a little pencil. Then I'll take my scissors and I'll cut that off. And then, oh, and it also has, on the punch board, it also has this little thing right here on the edge, which will round your corner for you. So then once you have that, you take these and you just lay it down like this. And then you take your glue, you put a thing like this, glue it on the edges, and it down. Fold this down, and now you have a nice envelope and the card that fits perfectly in there. So isn't that cute? Of course, you may want to just, this is using cardstock, so it kind of cracked a little bit, but I'm not really worried about it. So anyway, but if you don't have a punch board, then you can make one of these out of like this. And what you're going to need is a square piece of paper. It has to be square. And what I like to do is go from corner to corner right here, and then make a little bitty mark like that. This is the second kind you can do. And I'm just using a piece of coffee dyed paper. And like this. And then you can find the center of your paper. And then if you have a grid, it's a good idea to line these little corners up on the grid so that you can get it straight. Then you take one of the corners and you bring it up to the middle. You want to keep this straight. Oops, not that one, this one. You turn it around and do the same thing. And I like to try to keep it kind of straight. That's why it's good to have a grid. It's not going to be straight, but close enough. Okay, now this depends on how big, what size you want. If you want your to be more of a rectangle, then you bring it up closer. You bring this up, this bottom up. You want to match up those sides like this. And then again, you're going to take these and you're going to match them up in this way. I'm just going to use my fingernail. And then because it's paper, I'm just going to go ahead and glue that little piece down so that my paper will be more, you know, sturdy. Then you want to take glue and go along this side. And you want to do the little sides too, like this side. Fold it up. Fold this down. Yeah, my envelope's a little wonky, but because I wasn't as careful being straight. And then again, with the, or you could use envelope punch board. And there you have an envelope. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so that's 2 envelopes. 2 envelopes. The next thing you can do is just get an envelope that you already have. Now, I bought this at a thrift shop. Perfect. It has a little cards with it. Now, I don't know anybody named N, but I could cover this up with something if I wanted to use this or save it for something else. But when you have this envelope like this, and you want it to be, and it's nice and plain, you could use stencil and some ink. Hold that down. You can also cover this up with something, like with paper, but I think it might make it kind of bulky. So just, sorry if my hand's in the way, but just take ink I get these little paddle brushes off of Amazon. Sometimes I can find the itty bitty ones at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes. So now you have this envelope. You can put a sentiment in the center. You can also do the back like this, so it'll be like, I don't know, pretty. Just make it pretty. And that's something that you can do with your envelopes. You can stencil them, you can cover them, but look, isn't that pretty? And it's perfect. So that's another thing. You can take your plain envelopes, you can color with stencils, and I get my stencils on Amazon, and they're pretty inexpensive. Put a sentiment in there, and like I said, you can use this if you want to. You can, or just keep this and put it in there and use it as a journaling card, or put this on another piece of paper to make it more sturdy and use it as a journaling card, or you know, just put it in a junk journal just like that. Just like that. Awesome. The next thing to do is take your envelope and you emboss it. And that was the thing I got from Nadia at Treasure Box. So I'm gonna get this. I have this beautiful texture impressions. It's called leaves, something called leaves. Tropical leaves, that's what it's called. So I can get my Big Shot. And this is like, okay, put my envelope in here, between here. Just stick it in there. And put them in the thing. I might need to just do one. I think I just need to do one. These are heavy. These are very... Okay, yeah. Just crank it through there. It's back up there. And look at that. You see that? Perfect for a junk journal. Perfect. And you can use all different kinds of embossing folders and make them so pretty. So pretty, pretty, pretty for your junk journals. Okay? Now, that one over there, that one's done. And last, we have junk journal out of junk mail. I love these because they have the window, and I've cut this down. And what I might do, what I think I'm going to do is, I think I don't know. I could do that. I'm just going to leave it. So what I like to do, and I may have shown you this before, is I like to take this and I like to put it through my copier on the back of scrapbook paper. So I'll take a piece of scrapbook paper and I put it through my printer and I put something on the back. I just put some tea-dyed paper right there, and then I ran it through the copier. Now, then I'm going to cut this little piece out, and you can use an X-Acto knife. Just want to make sure. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use an X-Acto knife if I can find mine. Where is it? I just do better with one. You can also use a ruler to get my things here. And some people just use a ruler to, and and not worry about the curves, but I like the curves. So I'm going to go around here with my X-Acto knife. And all you have to do is take your time and breathe. Breathe. This is not really going to show over on this side. So this side's not going to show. So it doesn't matter if you're a little wonky with the brown. Okay. Go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Okay. Now, all I need to do is, first I want to ink it. Why not? And I'm going to go ahead and put this here. So. Just a little ink. So then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put, let me get my, I think I might use glue stick. Let me get a book too. Do I have glue stick? I don't even know if I have glue stick available. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. So you want to make sure you want to get it on that window. Yeah, whoops, I did get it on the window. Well, that's what baby wipes are for, right? That's why they make them. For messes from little babies and grandmas. All right, I'm gonna take this and we'll center it around. Line it up as best I can. Turn it over. My bone folder. All of that off of there. Like I didn't. Okay. Then you take your scissors and you cut it out. Around the original envelope. I'm not going too fast, but I'm sure that and this, and like so. I have all of this, and I'm gonna fold it in half. Okay, not fold, it'll fold. Line this up, fold it like it's supposed to be folded. Now, you want to take, where's my scraps? And the scrap, well, where's this? Where's my book again here? Because you want to cover that up right here. So when you look at it, you have that. Or you can put a contrasting piece right there. Now you have a decision to make. So what you can do is when you put it in there, you put it in your junk journal, you can do 3 sides and have one open for a pocket, or you can have this side open for a pocket and then put it in like that. So I'm going to do it this side. So that means I would just glue these sides down when the glue comes out, of course. Size down. I think I'm going to take this because, and glue this here. I will show you why. I'm going to glue a little piece of this right here. I'll do that too. Whoops, trying to this in here. Get a little, and then I can ink around there. Ink there, ink here. And there you have that. Now you can always put a tag in there, a journaling card, whatever, anything that you want. Also, if it's not too bulky, you can actually take it and fold it in half and have it over two screens, over 2. So what I am going to do with this lovely journal, because I think I've held on to this long enough, is I am just going to put these in here. And I'm just going to put these in here. I'm going to put this little bitty one because it's so cute into the journal, and whoever gets it will be able to put them wherever they want. So let me know. I hope you like it. If you like this, please subscribe and like this video and give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.